have just landed at Dar es Salaam Airport. Temperature outside the cabin 26 degrees Celsius, local time 6 a.m.
We just arrived at the University of Dar es Salaam for our two-day training seminar about Erasmus+.
For the University of Dar es Salaam, it was our first experience.
I was really happy to see a lot of people attend our seminar, from the dean and from the student.
During the training seminar in the University of Dar es Salaam, we distributed evaluation questionnaires in order to check the impact that our training had in this university.
In fact, after analyzing the evaluation questionnaires, we realized that the demand is there. Students and academic staff would love to do their exchange semester in other universities in Africa and Europe through the program Erasmus+. However, the awareness is not there, and this is what we tried to do during the first days of the training seminar, to raise the awareness about Erasmus+, but at the same time to build the capacity and train the staff and the students on how they could submit good proposals in order to be part of the Erasmus+.
After the training, the students are willing to travel abroad for academic mobility this time, and they declare that they are ready and they feel more confident to apply for scholarships for master's degrees.
For the future of the program, I think is very promising. It's very promising. And I tell you, you will have more youth benefiting from the program because they will learn and put in practice. So you already add value to their life.
Yeah, you see, it is really a great opportunity. First of all, of course, this is an education opportunity. So they want to advance their career. So that's one of the area where they can actually advance their career. So I think they're much more relevant to Tanzanian students.
I really enjoy the community in Tanzania that hosts us. I cannot forget Steve and his mother. And I really love the way that they host us without know us before that we arrived. I really enjoy the Tanzanian people.
Kenya was our second country, and it was a completely different experience from our previous one.
The impact that the AfriHug team created in Kenyatta University was huge. The AfriHug team came to Kenyatta University in January 2018 and contributed a lot in introducing the various mobility projects that are available in the world to the Kenyatta University community. And this was initiated by Lina Mkoji, who was one of our former students who benefited from Erasmus Mundus scholarship program, and connected the university with the AfriHug team.
Before we AfriHug, I could say that Kenyans have been able to travel abroad for education, higher education mostly, and the difference would be, most of the time it would be about being in one specific country for the whole duration. But with Erasmus Plus, it's a mix of being minimum 2 countries. So that's the difference, and not many people know about these courses. That I can say about that.
Our visit at Kenyatta University was one of the most impactful ones. And this happened because the audience that we had reached almost 450 students, academic staff, and board members of the university. And during our training seminars with this audience, we actually achieved not only to raise the awareness and build the capacity on how to submit good proposals, but also we created a partnership between the University of Piraeus in Greece and the University of Kenyatta.
And that was actually achieved because of the facilitation of AfriHug between the two universities. And the tangible result is that the first mobility has already taken place with 2 members of the academic staff already visited the University of Piraeus in Greece in order to get trained about the Erasmus Plus, how to implement it back in Kenya.
The highlight and the most impactful experience after this training is that we are happy to have received already Joseph, a student from Kenyatta University, who will exchange his semester at the University of Piraeus at a master level in the Faculty of Tourism.
A new element added after the arrival of the Kenyan student in Greece is the AfriHug buddy system. We have created a network of volunteers that will act as buddies for the students coming in Greece in order to facilitate the stay of the student during his academic mobility semester in Greece.
AfriHug, and that was in 2018, partnered with RHD to implement a training program on the 21st century skills based on an informal learning system. The program was conducted at Nyamasaria Secondary School in Kenya, that is in Kisumu.
We realized that training students and also working together with NGOs on the soft skills, which are important for the 21st century, would have a great impact. This is why, during our visit in Kisumu, we partnered with a local organization, Resource Hub for Development, and we implemented together a training seminar at Nyamasaria School. There, we had the chance to train more than 50 students in the soft skills which are needed to the 21st century.
These training seminars not only helped students to learn something new, but gave to me personally an unforgettable experience which I had never had before.
During these 3 days, what I've learned is that time management is something good.
It made me to know more about teamwork.
The most important thing that I've learned in these 3 days is that everything is possible, and through team spirit and hard work you can achieve success things. Very successful in life.
Nowadays, as far as the curriculum is concerned in Kenya, this non-formal education is dead.
In fact, this has been the main challenge in Kenya because the curriculum in Kenya commonly prefers the formal education.
So, both primary and secondary, it is purely academic.
If a child cannot perform well in class, maybe there's a skill that he or she has that if identified can be nurtured and can help the child face the future.
But this kind of lessons that you brought here is quite unique.
In fact, I've longed for it. This is a genesis of it.
As far as this program is concerned, it is very, very important. Very important.
Africa project. This is a project that its time has come.
And what I would urge you more, that this kind of program should be replicated to many, many places, to various schools that has not realized or has not actually know the difference of non-formal and formal education.
While organizing our activities in Uganda, we faced the challenge that the schools were not actually open during the period that we visited the country. Every problem has a solution, so we came up with the idea of organizing an educational camp on youth empowerment with the 21st century skills. This is what we implemented in the village of Monde, together with local partners such as Vihanako Africa and the Young Orthodox Church of Uganda. So the result was a 3-day camp in the village of Monde, where the students and trainers and also teachers from all around the country came together to develop soft skills through non-formal education.
I think in Uganda with this camp, we were able to leave a footprint that really affected and was really felt from the community.
Because around 50 people from all around the country slept 3 days and worked together 3 days about 21st century skills.
I learned unity, team cooperation,
self-awareness, then financial literacy.
I learned that I shouldn't have fears.
How to live along with other people, negotiation skills.
I learned collaboration. I learned teamwork. I learned leadership.
I learned you can't know everything. You can't depend on yourself. No man is an island.
In this camp, I have learned the culture of different people in this camp.
Then also following others, following what the leader. It's also it has been a good lesson, because we are finding problems in some areas, some communities where people are not following the leader. But you see the skills here, I have picked that we are supposed to follow what the instruction is given by the leaders.
For example, as me, an educationist, a teacher, I have learned that formal education is good for students, because it can help someone to think more than the normal thing they are seeing.
And I've also learned that in each of these things there is need for teamwork, there is need for collaboration, there is need for better communication, because the faster that happens, or the faster the more clear those things are, you find that the easier it is to achieve any goal that you've set out to do.
It has really been very useful,
and it was life-changing.
AfriHug is wow.
It builds people's confidence, it brings out the other personality that they do not know about, and it creates more of teamwork experience, because it's not about I, it's the we as a group, as people. So we need that we, like in every activity that we do.
Apart from learning, from the students learning, the guys the colleagues you're working with are also learning, like we did Vision of Africa. We learned more ways of it, so I would give it a thumbs up, a thumbs up on that. So I recommend. I think it's a good one. It's a blessing. It's learning. It's awesome.
We AfriHug, do you?
Our visit in Kyambogo University was one of the most impactful ones. First, we raised the awareness on Erasmus Plus on board members, academic staff and students of the university. We shared experiences and we invited active members and of our networks and alumni of the Erasmus Mundus degrees in order to share their stories with the audience during our seminars.
We actually try to bring again two universities together, Kyambogo University and the University of Piraeus in Greece, in order to create a partnership, and that was actually achieved because of the facilitation between these two universities of We AfriHug team.
As a result, the head of the International Relations Office of Kyambogo University visited the University of Piraeus in Greece in order to get trained on academic mobility, on credit mobility and the Erasmus Plus program, and then spread the word once back in Uganda.
And I also think that creating awareness for these opportunities is great. We would love to see our best students compete for these opportunities and hopefully come back here to join the academic staff.
The major challenge that we faced during our stay in Togo was the language.
Because the team was not able to speak fluently French, but we overcame this challenge because of the non-formal education activities that were included in the training seminars.
In collaboration with ASET, we find 2 high schools in Lomé, capital of Togo.
The impact we AfriHug activities has in the participants in our country. I can say that the activities help the students to socialize, to exchange ideas and have a good open mind to solve their problem in their own life.
Bon, moi je peux dire que cette formation m'a beaucoup appris comment vivre en société et en collectif et comment travailler ensemble, avoir un esprit d'équipe et aussi être, avoir un esprit de persévérance. Si on est devant une difficulté, comment il faut faire pour surmonter et arriver jusqu'au bout.
J'ai acquis beaucoup de choses, comment vivre en société, comment s'exprimer, comment réfléchir pour agir.
Du projet AfriHug, c'est une bonne initiative éducative et surtout bénéfique pour nous.
Je ne sais pas vraiment quoi dire, mais c'est une formation qui a vraiment de la qualité. Si ça peut continuer comme ça dans les autres pays, ce serait bon. En fait, c'est tout juste une petite information qu'on nous apporte pour tout juste un peu développer le pays. Je crois que c'est une bonne chose. Merci beaucoup.
A possible future outcome of AfriHug non-formal education activities in my country is first of all a good memory of remembering AfriHug itself, and secondary, these activities will still be a legendary education for our country.
When I met the team of AfriHug and they explained me their idea to organize several workshops on non-formal education in different African countries, I encouraged them to go and take a look at a specific community of refugees who live in southern Algeria. They are from Western Sahara, but for 40 years they live in refugee camps. And I encourage them to go to the refugee camps of the Sahrawi community and to understand how education is done in this very specific, ambiguous place. And so I believe that for AfriHug it was a very interesting place to understand education, because even though Sahrawi people are refugees, they are very resilient and have strongly organized their community around education, as they understood the importance of education for the future of the generations. So yes, I definitely believe that the workshop they had was beneficial. I was present for a large time, and I saw the children with a high spirit. I saw them being challenged in their critical thinking, public speaking. So this non-formal education definitely has an impact.
زين هو زين لتطوير المجتمع باش يسمعوا الناس العالم الثاني سواء. تعلمت مسائل مهمة وممكن عملت مسائل تساعدني وخاصة عني نقدر نعمل أنشطة.
والله البرنامج زين يساعد ياسر في تطور المجتمع بعد المجتمع. أنشطة زينة ونمارسوها معكم. هو زين عندي به تعلمت في ياسر من الأفعال والعمل الجماعي. I
especially want to focus on the fact that that Konstantinos and Marlena, Dimitris, and the team behind AfriHug, they stayed with the family for a week. They experienced a little bit of the reality of the life, even though of course it's very difficult to experience that reality. So they really went in depth and did not come with their preconceived ideas. So that's what I believe was very important. That's also why I support the AfriHug team. They are there not to teach, but to listen and to share ideas. And I hope that the group, the team, continues to learn and to share and to inspire others.
In Ghana, we implemented 2 training seminars on youth empowerment for the 21st century skills. Both of them were in Tamale, in the northern region of Ghana. Our collaboration with SEDAF Ghana, our local partner, played a big role.
When they came, our organization SEDAF Ghana partnered with them and we took them to Northern School of Business. They taught our students 21st century soft skills using non-formal educational activities.
What we Afri came to do in Ghana and in Tamale has tremendously helped us a lot, and it has even brought about new changes in our way of thinking in terms of our training, mobility activities with youth, especially with girl child education, trying to empower girls through non-formal activities.
With their activities with the girls female football club here in Tamale and the other boys football club here in Tamale, it went a long way to empower these particular young girls, make them stand up for their rights, and then make them bring out their hidden initiatives and then skills.
After meeting the female soccer team with members of the AfriHug, I realized that it changed the perception of people, of young girls. They realized that this is a way of education, this is a different form of education, and they needed to put in their best just like they would put in when they are at school.
To me, I believe that empowering young people means empowering your local communities, and to me the AfriHug initiative has gone a long way to empower this particular Tamale community.
During the last 3 days, I learned how to present myself in public.
You have to be yourself. You have to know that yes, you are also capable of doing something.
I learned how to speak in public.
Well, AfriHug project is an entertaining and empowering one as well.
I learned to be creative. It's also encouraging we the youth as well as empowering us to learn from what we see, to be motivated to help ourselves and other people, irrespective of their background and other things.
We love the program and we want everybody across the continent to know about Africa, and we want it to stay.
The project helps us to know our hidden talents and things that we can do but we are not used to doing. So the project helps us to bring it out.
It's very helpful, and this kind of gives them a chance to learn about themselves in a way that they would normally not be able to. So I think the non-formal education is really empowering for them, to give them a voice and give them ideas to think in a different way. I really enjoy it. I think you're doing a great job. I like the basis and the idea behind it.
Oh, the training was so awesome. Yes, it has actually encouraged my students to even express themselves. Things they were not able to do before, they are now able to do it.
AfriHug program has, in a way, supported most of the communities we have here in Tamale. And then SEDAF Ghana team as a whole, it has in a way helped us a lot, and it has given us a new dimension of how we see non-formal education in Ghana. And to be frank with you, I personally and few of my staff will be able to implement most of what we have learned from AfriHug in our activities, and it's helping us a lot.
The activities that AfriHug has initiated is going a long way to help people, because I believe that in acquiring the necessary skills needed for development, non-formal education shouldn't be looked down upon.
During We AfriHug project, we visited 3 universities in Ghana, in Tamale, Accra and Cape Coast, and we tried to raise the awareness and build the capacity on the students and the academic staff on how to participate in Erasmus Plus and how to submit good proposals. In Nigeria, we implemented a training seminar at the University of Ibadan, and we were very lucky to be hosted by the Institute of African Studies. Our visit at the University of Ibadan Institute of African Studies expanded and gave us an inspiration and a motivation to explore more African cultures from a scientific point of view. Now, what we also achieved at the University of Ibadan was to conduct a training seminar and train students, academic staff and board members on Erasmus Plus and how to submit good proposals.
Actually, I learned a lot from the program, especially the aspects when the guy was telling us about his own personal experience when he was applying for the scholarship, and they told us all the steps for us to apply for the scholarship. They told us many things about the program, the Erasmus Plus.
Generally, I learned how to actually relate and how to make things work in the international community and how to actually apply for the Erasmus Plus program.
The truth is that Nigerians are very mobile people, and I can confidently tell you that we have a long history of academic mobility here in Nigeria. Our contact with AfriHug has opened up our students on how to write letters of motivation, how to write proposals, how to write abstracts, and they have also been adequately informed about programs in Europe, like the Erasmus Plus programs, and other opportunities that will actually impact on how they apply for programs abroad.
Africa.